Building some Lego today. The 851 tractor from 1978 in blue. Because I love building Lego models in the wrong colour. I'm going to say the wrong. There's no such thing as wrong. But I've always had this philosophy. I mean, I've been building Lego models forever. I already owned Lego when I developed the capacity to remember things. And I've always only ever been interested in following instructions. Hardly ever built my own Lego models. So I don't really like to think when I'm building. But I do like the joy of finding new colour combinations to build things in. Strange but true. You've got to love this, haven't you? Look at this. That plate, that 2x2 plate, stops the hinge just there. And 45 years ago, that was absolutely fine. Despite the fact that you could theoretically just press down on that piece and break it. But of course, the designers will have considered, well, yeah, true. But then you've just broken your piece of Lego, so why would you do that? And I think these days a different conclusion would be reached. I think the designers would probably say to themselves, we better not do that, just in case somebody breaks the piece of Lego. It's like the Wild West of Lego design. Not to belabor a point or anything. That's just going to fall out again, isn't it? Let's make sure it doesn't. Now, as it happens, I've never built this set before, in any colour. I never owned it as a boxed thing as a child. And somehow it's always managed to escape my attention, which is why I thought I have to build this for my first video build. And shortly on the heels of that came, I need to build it in blue. I actually did a quick look through my collection to see what colours it could be built in. At some point I'll show you my Lego Manager application. I've got a program I wrote myself. I'm a computer programmer. It's basically just a database, nothing particularly fancy, but it does let me inventory my collection and do stuff like this. If I replace red with X, can I build the 851 tractor? And the only colour that came up a nearly 100% yes. There's one piece that I'll have to negotiate my way around. It was blue. I actually took the parts out of my collection to be able to build it in red as well. I haven't decided whether or not I'll build both simultaneously. It would be quite nice to have two tractors, one red and one blue. But I most wanted to build the blue one, so we'll start there. It's a blustery kind of day outside. Autumn's on its way. Perfect excuse to build some Lego. Not that I've ever needed an excuse, mind. Wasn't a fan of Technic as a child. Well, I say I wasn't a fan, that's not strictly true. I didn't buy any, I didn't own any, I didn't build any. None of my friends had any. It's only much later in life, in my mid-20s actually, came across the, the white shuttle. Is it 8480? No, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, the white shuttle, 96 I think. Was in a clearance sale in a toy shop. And it had been maybe 10 years since I'd built any Lego at that point. And the bug got me again. Had me as a child, caught me again as an adult. Oh, just look at that. It's just so lovely. Old Technic. want to build these little mini pieces separately and then put them on later, don't I? If you're wondering about the curious and uneven length of my fingernails, it's a function of playing the guitar. And the long fingernails are the ones that I use when I'm playing the guitar. Not that one, actually. It's just very functional having decent fingernails on your thumb, but the rest of them, they're guitar playing and they're very short. For obvious reasons. Ooh. Oh, that was nearly unacceptable, wasn't it? Oh no, you little rascal. There you go. Nearly escaped my attention. It's hiding. So obviously it goes without saying none of this Lego originally came from this set. I actually have two. My Lego collection is split into two at the moment. Because it basically grew too large to have in any single room. So the space in the storeroom, the storage room, it's like a little utility room area, was only so big. And so some sacrifices have to be made. And there's a ton, more than half of my collection is currently in the attic. In sort of long-term storage, I guess. I can't sell it. I can't get rid of any. I can't get rid of any. I have in the past sold little bits of Lego. And it was just too sad. It's just too sad. So it's currently sat in the loft. That was very unsatisfactory. I've just seen the next number down, actually. The next instruction's going to lock it in place, fortunately. So we're going to be okay. So I have this really difficult decision to make. How do you split your Lego collection into, I need the most useful stuff downstairs and the less useful stuff upstairs. And I need to figure out how to get this steering column in here as well. That looks quite challenging. How am I going to do that? Because that just has no structural integrity at all. Right, okay. Might just need to concentrate for a moment here. Oh, there we go. Yes, you're very, very brave. Just look at that. Universal joints are magical. I wonder who invented the universal joint. Don't know how long they've been around. Make sure that piece is still in there, it's not fallen out. You're not falling out now, my friend. Yeah, it's kind of amazing. If you've never really contemplated, that is incredibly difficult to do. There we go. Just how marvellous a universal joint is. The complexity of that little joint in there. It's looking good. Looking good.